Hey, everybody, guess what? It's Thursday, and we have a very special guest with us, Gary Sinise, and he's going to tell us about a really special event coming up at the Franklin Theater. First, I want to say welcome. You've brought your foundation to Franklin. You've got an event coming up at Franklin, so welcome to Tennessee.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. Good to good to be there.
Yeah, we were just talking about allergies before we got started.
Yeah, I haven't been hit with that yet because I'm actually still in California, but my foundation offices are there, my daughters are there, and we're going to get moved in the fall.
Yeah. Well, so tell us about your foundation. You moved, like you said, you moved your foundation here to Franklin, Tennessee. Tell us about that move. Why you chose to do that.
Well, I've been here in California since 1987. I moved out here. I was running Steppenwolf Theater in Chicago. I was the artistic director there and one of the founders. And at that time, I got offered a movie directing deal for Columbia Pictures, and so I moved out to California. We've been here since '87. Had all our kids here and everything. And then I just started thinking, okay, what's the next thing? I want to start looking for the next spot that I might want to move the family. And with so many friends in the Nashville area, and my foundation is a military veterans, first responder focused foundation. Lots of military in the area. You're surrounded by 7 or 8 different states, and all of them have a lot of military, a lot of veterans in the area. So I thought this would be a great place for the foundation, for one, but also for the family. I just wanted to move to a no tax state and get some new energy. And Tennessee is beautiful. It's a beautiful state, and a lot of wonderful friends there, and a great place for the foundation. And our daughters are loving raising their kids there.
Nice. You've already done several things in the Franklin area regarding your foundation. Can you tell us little bit about that? Just a few weeks ago, you did something with the city of Franklin.
Yeah, and we have something else coming up. I'm going to have my band there on for Franklin Days. I think it's called Franklin Days, and we have a concert on November 4th, 2 p.m. So I'm going to have my band there. My band is 20 years old now. I've been playing
Wow.
for the military. We just did our 552nd concert for the military over the weekend, and we've just been all over the world. And I take my band to do various morale boosting events and fundraisers and that kind of thing. I don't get paid. I play for free, but the foundation supports the work of the band, and I use the band to just raise a lot of spirits and draw attention to the men and women who serve our country. And we wanted to do something right there in our hometown. So we're going to be there November 4th. But foundation has been at Fort Campbell many times. I've done, multiple events there. I played in Nashville at the Gaylord, and we've just done a lot of things there. It's a great town. I'm really excited to actually live there eventually.
Yeah, well, we're excited to have you come and live here, but let's talk about your event coming up in a couple weeks at the Franklin Theater. It's a play called Last Out. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, it's Last Out: Elegy of a Green Beret, and it was written by Lieutenant Colonel Scott Mann, retired Special Forces soldier. Scott served, he served for over 20 years, and served in Afghanistan, was dealing with some issues, and started to try to figure out how to process those issues that he was dealing with. He lost friends, and he was struggling, and so somebody encouraged him to just start telling his story. He wrote it down, and it was basically a monologue, and then it turned into a full-on play. And he put this all veteran cast together, and they started performing it around the country for veterans and military families, and went on a little motorhome tour kind of thing. And they were reaching a lot of people that were really in need of kind of seeing their own story told on stage. And because of that, they would have these post-show discussions, and people would just start opening up. Well, Scott he read my book. It's called Grateful American. And in the book, I talk about a play that I got involved with very early in my veteran support work back in the early 80s that was written by a group of Vietnam veterans,
Mm.
very similar to what Scott had done. These Vietnam veterans were trying to process what had happened to them in Vietnam. And back in those days, Vietnam veterans were kind of crawled into the shadows and didn't talk about even being a Vietnam veteran. And so they created this play to try to exercise some of those things that were going on with them. And I ended up doing that play in Chicago at my theater company, Steppenwolf Theater, back in the 80s. And I wrote about that in my book. Scott read about it. It was kind of a motivator for him to keep going because he saw what had happened with that particular play. And then we connected. And I thought, Scott, this is perfect. This is a healing tool. When veterans and military families see this play, it allows them to start examining what they're really feeling. And we have a lot of mental wellness programs at the Gary Sinise Foundation. So this is part of our mental wellness initiatives, our arts and entertainment outreach to veterans. And so we're sending the play all over the country. And it just finished up in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. It's been in Phoenix. It's been in Tampa. It's been in San Diego. It's been in Chicago. It's been in Washington, D.C. Now we're bringing it to Franklin, to the Franklin Theater on August 25th and 26th.
Yes. So the way it works is you'll have the play, and you mentioned already discussion after the play. There'll be a little bit of discussion afterwards for the audience.
There always is a post-show discussion. It's free for veterans. We want veterans and military families to come and see it. It really opens doors to healing. It's like a key that unlocks feelings and allows people to express themselves. And if you go to the Gary Sinise Foundation website and or you look up Last Out Play, you can see some of the videos of some of the people talking after the show. And it's very powerful, very healing.
Mm. In what ways have you seen people heal through these discussions afterwards?
Well, Scott has something also called, it's like a storytelling workshop that he does. So in each city, he and his team provide and offer these storytelling workshops for veterans to come, some who have seen the play. You don't have to have seen the play, but a lot of them that do see the play come to the workshop that weekend. And he teaches them how to kind of talk about their experiences and get them out. So many veterans just contain a lot of that stuff. They don't want to talk about what's hurting them or what's troubling them. And that can be damaging. And we're trying to get to people before anything bad happens or before they consider anything that's not helpful or not healthy for them.
Right.
So we want to help them, and we want them to come see the play. And we have a lot of programs that we provide that they can get involved with after they see the play.
Wow. Well, it sounds like an amazing event. Like you said, August 25th and 26th. Do they go to your website to get tickets or Franklin Theater?
Yeah, well, both. You can go to the Franklin Theater to get them. You can go to GarySiniseFoundation.org, and if you just look at the homepage there, you'll see Last Out, Elegy of a Green Beret. You click on that, and you scroll down, and you'll see how to get tickets at the Franklin Theater, August 25 and 26. There's a show on the 25th and then 2 on the 26th.
Okay, so three chances to see the show.
That's
Hey,
right.
thanks so much for joining us. I can't wait till you bring your band to Franklin on November 4th.
Yeah, take a look at that. We're going to be there. I think we have a 2 p.m. show. There's lots going on that day and everything like that. So we're going to rock out for everybody and have fun. The band's been all over the world. It's a really good cover band. We play a lot of fun songs. It's a lot of fun for everybody, especially
Will this
me.
be the first time you've been performed in Franklin for the band?
First time in Franklin. Like I said, we've been in Nashville, but yeah, first time in Franklin.
Wow, can't wait. All right, well, thanks again for joining us. You guys go check it out and get your tickets.
My pleasure. Thank you.